if I'm not going into something new? Fear and emotion is actually your body talking to you and giving you some kind of information. Be it it's something you haven't healed, something that you do need to work on. In my case, it's confidence and wondering where my self-worth issues stem from. And there was a link that I found actually this week. Shine Text, you guys know by now, hopefully, that I absolutely love Shine Text. And they had an article about confidence is found once you start. So basically, it means do it scared. What if you fall? You're going to skin your knee. You might hurt something. Hopefully, you're not over 30 like I am and feel the effects a little bit longer. But you heal. And you learn maybe to wear different shoes that have a lot more grip. Maybe you learn what path you don't want to go through anymore. Or maybe you learn that you're so dope that you blow your own mind. A lot of us creatives, and I've been wanting to break down what is a creative, but it doesn't limit it to just being an artist. It means that you're able to put two unrelated things and make it something new. Living is creative if you allow yourself to be. So when I think of imposter syndrome, I think it's harder for those in marginalized communities because we've only been taught, in most cases, to survive. And when we've surpassed meeting our basic needs, it's uncharted territory for everyone around us. And it's scary because it's the unknown. But you can't discover yourself in known territory. You can't learn what you're made of until you're learning and growing and figuring it out. Every single hard thing that has happened to me and us, you have gone through, and it has made you who you are today. And in my case, I don't decide to be ashamed of that. I show myself in the mirror like, yo, you did that. And that is powerful. So in this thought process, I hope that when you are afraid, ask that voice. I name my voice. I call her La Criticona, which is the criticizer. And that is in so many levels: body image, creative works, work, emotional, like relationships and stuff. But that's a whole separate podcast that I'm not doing. When I hear that voice of criticism, I basically put it outside of myself. Excuse me. And as I listen, I'm like, yeah, okay. You don't know what you're doing. Most of us don't know what we're doing. How can you do this if you've never done it before? I mean, I think I'm pretty intelligent. I'll figure it out. Like, I'll have that conversation and I'm going to respond back like an unruly teenager and be like, yo, so I'm going to do it anyway. Because I know from growing pains is where you actually grow. Like, you can't grow from the earth if you're in like stagnant energy. A seed bursts wide open, and that is how it grows. It doesn't stay within the fruit and starts randomly just growing in the same little pocket of whatever it's in. It literally bursts wide open. So, in regards to imposter syndrome, are you going to bust it wide open? Or are you going to stay where you're at? I'm rooting for you. I have been stalking Anchor for the longest. I've seen how easy it is to edit stuff, to record from your phone, work on it with your computer. I've even done some testing with friends to see how it works. So it's super easy. It sounds really, really good. You're listening to me right now. And they'll put it everywhere that you listen to podcasts. From Apple to Google to Spotify and everywhere else. And you can make money from it without, having this huge base of people. So download Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started and do what you've been wanting to do now. So the quote from the article that I was telling you about, it says, confidence comes after you start, not before. So how dope is that? Usually once we really start into what we're doing, we're like, oh, okay, I can actually do this. Let me keep trudging forward, And speaking of confidence, I wanted to discuss this book that I went to the book signing for, which is Dear Haiti, Love Alain by Maika and Maritza Mulit. And it gives me a huge smile on my face because I was able to get the Audible through the library. I am the requester of all the POC books that my online library has. If you don't have a library card, you are probably missing out on a lot of free books. Just wanted to put that out there. So Dear Haiti, Love Alain. What a fun time. The character is 16, a Haitian girl from Miami. And I believe she's the first generation American. And she is hilarious. Strong parents with amazing, interesting roles in society. And there is magic. There is history, like a really rich history. The visualization is, I felt like I was there the whole time, sitting in the book and just watching this girl talk about her life and her experiences. And man, I just felt so seen in the book because there are moments that she struggles with her Haitian identity. And I do have those moments, being that my only experiences have been through being here in Florida, in Miami, versus actually going to visiting Haiti. And she gets in trouble and she gets sent to Haiti. And that just adds a whole layer of plots and twists and growth and important conversations and a relation with family. And there are some really laughable moments, as there are some really painful moments. There is betrayal, love. But I like the fact that for the main character, it wasn't overly saturated with the whole romantic portion. It was more of a self-discovery of herself and her family in relation to her heritage, which I thought made it all the more richer because the relationships are really well developed. And after I say this, I totally had a crush on her like love interest. Excellent, and it made me think like, when I write, I'm working on delving into YA, and I can have moments zooming out and not making things flow freely and become what they want to. Sometimes I feel like I get tunnel vision. And with reading this book, I'm really trying not to give away anything because I really, really want you to check it out. It just gave more life and space and options to me as a writer to like make things how you want to make things. If in the real world this does not exist, why not make it in your writing or your creative projects? And I just feel like this was a story that I would have loved to have as a kid, and I'm just so happy that I was able to fully be immersed and enjoy it. I literally took more time than I usually take to listen to a book. Bonnie Turbin, which I am a total fangirl of, is the narrator of this book, and she is so fascinating because of how she can do different voices and give each character its own life. So it's literally like you hear every single character in the book and not think that it's coming from one person. So I really recommend Dear Haiti La Valenne. And you can be from anywhere in the world to enjoy it. I personally always love to listen to audiobooks. It's how I can enjoy my books as I go. But what a ride. Yeah, I'm still sitting with it and enjoying it. Because it was just that fulfilling. And I enjoy a lot of books, but there's few books that I can say that I just really have to sit and still kind of like enjoy the aftertaste of a book. It was really well written, and